everybody. Welcome to Brant Life. My name's Dave Carroll. Great to have you here. We love chatting with interesting local people about interesting local things. And today's show, Brant Life, is jammed full of it. We've got some great guests, some great stories, and we're going to kick it off in the theater. Well, very excited to be joined by multiple members. It's actually this whole day on Brant Life is a bit of a more the merrier day. We have Ronald Beckett, Cristina Pisani, and Michael York from the Arcady Ensemble. Guys, thanks so much for being here on Brant Life today.
Good to be here.
New piece coming up. The drama's called Ruth. Talk about Ruth.
Okay, well, since I wrote it, I'll start out here.
That's a terrific idea.
Yeah, Ruth was written in 1996. It's we could call it Brantford's own music drama or opera. It was the first of a trilogy, written to libretto by Roger Bailey, who's a Brantford native and still active in the community. And I live in Brantford now. I didn't at that time, but since that time, it's had, I think, 27 performances, not all of them here. It's been recorded in 2006 and distributed in Europe, and it's played in its entirety in European and Middle Eastern radio quite often. As far as I know, it's never been played on Canadian radio, but it's been performed in the U.S. and, as I say, has an international basis. So we're bringing it back here to perform it in Whistling Gardens on the 28th of May, an outdoor performance, first outdoor performance of Ruth.
That's amazing. Boy, you do stuff outdoors and you're just hoping to pieces you're going to have good weather. But when you do, man, it's incredible, isn't it, to be able to have like live theater outside?
You have to have that sense of excitement, absolutely. And,
that's right. Cristina, what drew you to being a part of this specific piece?
So I've been singing with Arcady for about 5 years now. Back in 2017, Ron was looking for singers for an international young artist production version of the piece. And I was fresh out of school. And so it's a bit of a full circle moment for me being able to perform again in this opera as Ruth. Because when I first auditioned for Ron, we didn't know each other. I sent in my audition tape. I was actually on tour at the time, so recorded my audition video on tour, sent it in to Ron, and I actually sang Ruth's aria for my audition. So it's really meaningful to me to be able to come back and actually perform that. First of all, to be able to perform a work of this magnitude more than once is always a treat. But to be able to come back and perform it as Ruth, as the title character, it's really, really meaningful for me.
Michael, what about you? What jumped out at you and say, yeah, I want to be a part of this?
Well, yeah, Ron and I go back a bit. I first sang with Arcady in Messiah. A friend of mine was in it. James Baldwin was singing with you. And he said, yeah, we need some basses and baritones. Come along and sing with this group. I said, sure. And really liked it, enjoyed it. And Ron started using me a lot for Arcady's Messiah performances. And then he pulled me aside and said, hey, I've got this opera that I need a baritone for. Would you be interested? I said, sure. And that was, I tried looking it up when the first time I performed this. I think it was 2008, maybe 2009, something along those lines. And ever since then, I've been doing maybe about once a year, we do a Ruth. So this will be my 10th or 11th performance of this. And I haven't done it in a bit. It's been 5-6 years since the last time I was able to perform the role of Boaz in this show. So when Ron asked me, I said, yeah, sure. It's an enjoyable performance, and I always love singing it. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Ron, as a pastor, when I hear Ruth and Boaz, I know what the story is. It's one of the really beautiful love stories that's played out in the Bible. How did you bring this story to light as a writer? Like, what did you go, boy, this is a nugget that's so beautiful that I want to be able to share it?
Well, Roger Bailey put the libretto on my desk many years ago, and it sat there for a while, and we needed something different. We were accustomed to doing Baroque operatic performances, and I thought, well, why don't I write one of my own? I've got my own libretto right here. And Actually, I invited him to the first rehearsal. I turn around and he's in tears, and I thought, "Oh man, I really messed this up." And then I realized, no, it's actually it's a good thing. He was happy that night. He went home and wrote the libretto for the next one of the trilogy, and then the following year, he followed it up with the third. So they are related in theme, and they're related musically. So so really it was done for me. The motivation was provided, the impetus was provided by Roger, and it's caught on. It's caught on because it's largely a female cast, which is what a lot of universities are looking for and opera companies are looking for these days because of the preponderance of female character, female personnel.
All right, guys, let me know again one more time where it is, when it is, how do people get tickets?
It's at Whistling Gardens in Wilsonville, beautiful botanical gardens, 22 acres of splendor. And it is on May 28th. If it rains, it'll be the following day. And you can obtain the tickets simply by going online to www.arcady.ca and buy tickets, and away you go.
Awesome. Ron Beckett, Cristina Pisani, Michael York, thanks so much for being on Brand Life today, guys. Appreciate it.